You're listening to Rebel Spirituality with me, Sam Goldfinch. Here's the truth. Wisdom doesn't follow rules. So each week we're going to explore what it means to wake up your way so you can live a more peaceful, creative and inspired life no matter your circumstances. It's time to blaze your unique path to truth. Hey my rebel friends. So in the spirit of today's podcast theme, I have not planned a thing. So I have no idea what I'm going to say. The one thing I knew is that I wanted to just riff and go a bit deeper on a note that I put on Substack last week, I think it was. So, thank you for anyone who supported me on Substack. The link's in the show note if you want to come and read my weekly posts and that kind of thing. I do like a daily note usually as well. But I said this, we think clarity comes from having all the answers. It doesn't. It comes from accepting that life is a complete fucking mystery. And it was pretty well received. People seem to enjoy it. And it strikes me as just being absolutely true. Pretty much my life was all about me trying to have all the answers. And so what do I mean by that? Well, either trying to predict everything that was going to come in the future, trying to solve the future before I got there, kind of ruminating or worrying or maybe these are patterns that many of us are kind of familiar with. And I this is unconscious, a lot of this, right? Like some of it conscious, some of it just running beneath the surface, if you like. Sort of my system thought it was important. I thought it needed to do that to protect me or keep me safe. And it was kind of like, well, if I think about this enough, or if I worry about it enough, or ruminate enough, or plan enough, or prepare enough, or whatever, then I'll have enough of the answers that I'll be able to kind of settle and I'll be okay, basically. But it never works like that. I mean, as far as I can tell, the mind feeds on itself in that way. Sure, there's a time to think about things, to plan, to come up with, visions of the future and all that kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff, right? But trying to make everything known, you're just fighting with the reality, fighting with the truth of it. The fact is that as much as we might relate to the world as if we're operating in the known world, as in, I can rely on that happening and I can rely on this happening. That's never, ever been the case. Like the only option any of us actually have is to live in the unknown. Like we really don't actually know what's going to be happening 10 seconds from now. We've never really known that. We're actually very good at operating in the unknown. So when people talk about, I'm scared of the unknown and all this, actually, there's something profound to be seen that it's the only game in town. It's the only option that we have, and we're actually very good at operating in the present. It's like we're here, it's unfolding, we respond to life intuitively. It's in our mind that we get caught up, and I know that there are things that we kind of can rely on, in the sense we need to be able to kind of be able to press down on things in life metaphorically. Like I'm on my computer desk at the moment, literally pressing down on it. I'm banking on the fact that I know this desk well enough that it's going to hold everything on it and not just collapse beneath me. So I understand that, like all, using common sense, but to open up to the idea that things are a mystery. We don't know the next great thing that's going to come. Like they often come out the blue. It's a fleeting conversation or something that we least expected. We don't know the next curveball that's going to come along that looks like the worst thing that's happened this year that actually turns out to be absolute gold. We don't know the thing, as I said before, that looks like it's going to be great, and it turns out to be just not that good, right? So there's something about just accepting that stuff's a mystery. We can't plan for everything in the future. We're never going to have all of our ducks in a row. Ducks don't like being in a row. They don't want to be in a row. You can't get all of your ducks in a row. Being disciplined, being organized, awesome. But also honoring that we live in a world that's always moving, a world of form that comes and goes, that ebbs and flows, and that it's a mystery. Life's a mystery. Why are we here? Who knows, right? What's the meaning of all this? Who fucking knows? I don't know. Even if we had a vision that seemingly gave us all of the answers, would we really know? I mean, I just don't think it's ever going to be something that we're going to have full grasp of. And, the part of us that wants the answers, like this certainty-seeking part of the mind, of the ego that wants to have all the answers and wants to know and have the certainty, it's always hungry. It's never going to stop. So there's something beautiful about taking a breath, honoring that so much of everything is a mystery, an incredible, beautiful, radiant mystery. and just relaxing into that brings clarity. It brings more clarity than trying to have all of the certainty. Because I think at some level we know, don't we, that we can't really do that. It's like trying to find something lasting and secure in the world of form, which we just can't do. So I'll finish on another note that I wrote the other day that seems to kind of encapsulate that last piece. It seems clear to me that a lasting sense of security requires something lasting to support it. Therefore, it's never going to be found in the world of form, in the ever-changing. Nothing is permanent, distresses us at first, as we see that nothing we've been sold can ever hold the answer. No idea, no item, no structure of mind, and we spin until we see the hidden meaning hiding right in front of our very eyes. Nothing, no thing, is permanent. The formless that is beyond time, space, and matter is unborn, and you are no thing. It is in this recognition that we happen across the unchanging aspect of ourselves, the true I, the only place where security can truly be uncovered. I hope you have an amazing day. Thanks for being here with me. I'll see you soon.